Sí, güey.
Okay, the Lightkeepers are assembled. Let's go!
You're with me, Harold. Come on.
Okay, Corey, you remember the plan, right?
Of course I dig it!
Okay, I'll be the cop. You're the bad guy.
Jack and Daxter, güey.
Harold! Are you having doubts? Come and help me with the door.
Ve, por un Jack and Daxter no sé, güey. Digo, comprarlos definitivamente. Digo, ya que estos güeyes se hicieron multiplataforma. Comprarlos definitivamente, güey. Digo, el Sly y un Jack and
Mr.
Daxter,
Captain at
claro
Large.
que sí, güey.
Oh, hi kids. I didn't see you come in.
Listen, Pug, we need you to make an announcement.
Sorry about my rude friend here. What she's trying to say is that if you help us, well, we'll make it worth your while.
I have no idea what you're insinuating, offering and or threatening, but I'm kind of busy right now, so if you could just...
There's no time!
It's true. This is a matter of urgency. We've been sent by Moreau to inform you that the radio boy has picked up signals of a meteoroid heading straight for us.
A meteoroid? Underwater?
We're all gonna die!
I mean, it doesn't sound likely. Why would she send you two?
Simply put, we can move fast and without alerting and panicking people. Why are they taking so long?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Okay, I've got to be mentally prepared. You know, if we don't want to raise suspicion... Hang on a second. If we didn't want to panic people, what am I making an announcement about exactly?
Just tell everyone that there might be big turbulence soon. Nothing to be alarmed about, but to stay inside until further notice.
Okay, it's Zoya time. Gosh, how frightening. Just gotta stay calm. Okay. Okay, I'll start the tunneling system right in... Oh.
What's wrong?
I think I just activated the ship's flight controls.
What is going on here?
Okay, get to the CEO's office, and I'll hold him here. Go!
Okay.
They do all show the same time. CEO Hasselchop, we hereby present our findings, and let your conscience be the judge of their veracity.
What? I know I promised to keep an open door policy, but I hardly think it extends to rambunctious children.
We're not kids!
Well, you're certainly not all water employees. Unless you'd like to be.
No! We're here to say we know your plans. Here is our theory. Deny it if you can.
Well, hurry up and get it over with then. I've got work to do.
We know we were onto something when we noticed Yava's watch wasn't slowing down, but didn't match up with the official time. So we made a secret recording of you in your office, and realized how badly you wanted that watch back. Because you were trying to recover the last piece of evidence that all water is trying to steal time.
How fanciful. But I'm afraid totally erroneous. I will, however, concede that you're fabricating an entertaining story and you deliver it with admirable panache. Just what do you suppose I'm doing with the stolen time?
Maybe taking the time for yourself?
Felix? I mean, how would that work?
Don't defend her, Harold. Maybe all you adults are in on it. Try to regain your youth.
I didn't know I'd lost it.
What? How old are you anyway?
I'm in my 20s.
Wow, I'd never dig that.
Come on, how old are you, really?
But you're so grown-uppy.
Hey, I'm not...
I would have thought you were more my age.
Could we not focus on my age, please?
Yes! Miss Castlechop, stop trying to deflect our attention.
Oh. You see right through me.
¿Qué onda, Albert? ¿Cómo andas, güey?
You want to know how it really is. You children have totally misunderstood a fundamental principle.
¿Estás oyendo?
That is, that the Fedora is undergoing a ship-wide energy crisis. If you'd have stopped for a minute to consider that, you may have reasoned the following. The
Yo, como
all-water
debe de.
tube system benefits the public. Everyone loves their individualized mobility and would never submit to having those liberties curtailed. So
Ay,
we
papi, ¿cómo
can't
andamos?
balance the energy budget there. Shortening daylight hours was the next option. But even if people would theoretically agree to that, they'd keep the same routines and use even more energy by keeping their own lights on. So we had to shorten their routines. A few seconds. Just a few minutes every few years, you understand? But
¿Todo
it
esto
adds
son
up.
esta tarde?
And we had to keep it secret because it sounds like another curtailing of freedoms.
Gracias por
Now we're
nuestra
slowly
presencia.
balancing the energy. People have a better work-life balance and are getting more sleep, thus being happier and healthier too.
Es que sí me gustó.
It's all in the
Sí, por
name of
supuesto.
making the ship and its citizens happier and ensuring maximum freedom of choice at all times.
¿Podemos terminar el chat?
Oh, I see.
But what about... I mean... Bah!
Pásale, siéntese.
When you put it like that.
Como ese.
So
Y.
now you know the importance of being grown up. I'll be taking this,
Tengo que saludar con pausas,
and
güey.
you'll all be leaving.
But no, we know the truth. It will all come out.
Just try it. See what the grown-ups think of your absurd theories.
But why don't you...
Out now! Secretary 24? Whatever are you doing?
Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Madam CEO. We had a small incident. It's all taken care of.
We need to go back to the hideout, regroup, and figure out our next course of action.
Yeah, and get some snacks.
And maybe a nap. But time is of the essence. There's nothing we can do right now. And we can't all be seen together.
Does this mean me too?
Sure, you're one of us now.
But I do have other things to do.
Yeah, let's split up for now. See you all back there.
Godspeed, Lightkeepers.
Ok. A ver, luego.
Order! Now that we're all here, we need to decide on our next course of action.
Yo
We've
pensé
got
que
to
te iban a
expose
soltar.
them. Whatever Castle Chop's explanation, people need to know.
Yeah, man. Let the people make their own minds up. Information wants to be free, you dig? But what can we do?
I'm not sure. It's not like people listen to me.
We gotta go big. Bigger than ever before. No. From what I've read about such matters, a small, well-placed anonymous suggestion is more powerful. We need legitimacy.
What if we mount another secret mission?
Yeah, because our last one went so well.
What about pamphlets? Oh, we could tell the truth through catchy beat poetry.
Hello, Fedorans. Tonight we bring you an unscheduled but nonetheless timely announcement. Before I hand over to our all-water press secretary for the full details, I'd like to assure you that I very much feel, agree, and or condone what is about to tell you all. And I regret that it came to this, the following, which he'll follow up with now.
Thank you, Madam CEO. It's my duty to announce that the All Water Corporation owes you all an apology. Certain details of the past watch and clock replacement scheme have since been discovered to have not met with our rigorous all-water public-facing customer contentment protocols. Those unfortunate past mistakes, which were mistakes at the time on our end but that no one probably noticed, meant we could theoretically have handled it better, deserve to be made up to you. To prove our sincerity when it comes to taking responsibility for our past, accidental and good-natured mistakes, the person responsible has offered their own resignation, which we accepted only reluctantly and at their great insistence. We'd like to remind you that All Water continues to dedicate itself to your well-being and satisfaction 24/7. Or perhaps it would be simply better to say, always, no matter what the time technically is.
We will do better in the future. That's a personal promise. Thank you all for your time. Until next time, we hope you enjoy All Water's efforts all of the time.
Well, I guess that's that then.
What? Isn't that a good thing? We've got them running scared.
What? What did half of that even mean?
That's some jive talk.
It was so vague that it kind of covered everything.
It's very clever. It preempted and deflects anything we might do. Checkmate.
Oh, well, you know, gang, we gave it our best shot. We kept on fighting.
Yeah, and it was real swell of Harold to help.
Yeah, we dig that H-man.
Sorry, everyone. I need to sort something out.
Anything we can help with? We kinda owe you one.
Oh, thanks, but no, it's okay. I've just got to reply to Bridget. We're having connection problems.
Did you ask Raffi?
Yeah, but they said they couldn't help.
Well, you know, we often find all sorts of strange things coming through this garbage chute. Even things that people like Raffi might not want the world to see, if you get my meaning.
Yeah? But that sounds a bit mean.
Oh, it's nothing personal. But we did find an official document showing Raffi's involvement in the all-water clock swap directive.
Yeah, it was like half shredded.
Oh, yeah! And didn't the shredder come down the chute the day after?
Just take it, Harold. Do with it what you will.
We could give him the tape, too.
I don't know if I want more sensitive materials.
No, silly. It's a rock tape. The kind Raffi is always listening to. Maybe that'll convince him instead.
Oh, okay, sure. Thanks, everyone. It's been fun.
Keep up the good fight, Harold.
Yeah, and we'll be watching.
No, we won't be. Peace out.
Ok.
Bad. That was a wild ride. Madam CEO just wasn't phased, but I've got to give it to those kids. They're really switched on. Anyway, thanks to them I can hopefully convince Raffi. And another important day tomorrow. I'm beat.
A ver, sigue. Nada más, Twisted Metal, güey. De hecho, acaban de cancelar uno. Bueno, casi, casi. Ay. The Legend of Dragon. O Dragon, más bien. Gravity Rush. Ah, esa madre estaba chido. De ese sí me acuerdo. A ver, ven, y ahora que enséñale la cinta. Frankie, ¿quién ve? Mira, Frankie, güey. No me acuerdo de los nombres, güey.
Ah, Harold, at last.
Professor, you're never gonna believe what I discovered about...
Harold, I hate to interrupt you, but I have serious matters to discuss.
I know, but really, this is cool. I mean, important.
If you hadn't overslept, perhaps I'd have time to listen to your stories.
I came as fast as I could, Professor, honestly.
Yes, as fast as only you could be. Anyway, our preliminary external readings and evaluation is complete.
Oh, about the crack. What are they?
The crack looks promising.
Is that it?
Of course that's it. It's an alien origin source of a potentially miraculous energy. What more do you want me to tell you by just looking at it? Now we need cold, hard data.
Oh, I suppose we need someone to go down. I know I'm not that technical, but I've always wondered what it'd be like to explore an alien world.
Wasn't it you that made contact and saw the habitat of the first sentient alien race humankind has encountered?
Well, yes, but it's really just a cave, and the Flumalim are so nice, I don't really see them as aliens. It could be really alien down the crack. What is it?
Nothing, my boy. I'd love to send you down there. I think you deserve it even. But not without a probe going first. I don't want you to come back as gas or some other state you shouldn't be in.
And if I know you...
Here is a probe. Would you do me the honors?
Definitely. Can't wait to find out what it tells us. Hello? Filter Frankie? Are you there? It's me, Harold.
I know who you are.
O sea, nada más que
We're the
funcione como debe de
same, you
funcionar.
and I.
We are?
Yes. Drawn to the dark, the damp, where the outside world can leak into this place we call home.
Who?
And we both love digging around in filters. Hey, Harold.
Tommy. But...
I know, but... You know what people would say if they knew what I did down here?
I guess, but...
They'd say, oh, that Tommy, what does he get from digging around in those filters when he could be minding his shop like a normal shop guy?
I'm not sure they'd say those exact words.
Anyway, I was torn, pal. Didn't want to cause you any moral dilemmas. But I'm always telling Bridget what a hoarder she is, like she said in our little argument in front of you. So when I realized how important that adapter thing was, I combed through the rubbish filters and found it.
Oh, I see. So you didn't want to admit to her it was kind of your fault. But then, why not just give me the adapter as Tommy?
I thought about it. But Filter Frankie can get lonely, you know? And then I realized who better to share his secret than you, a fellow filter aficionado.
I'm honored. You've kept his identity secret for so long.
But it got quite tiring. Sneaking around, acting shocked at the rumors. There were a few times you nearly discovered me even. Still, our little secret, eh? Filter Frankie technically operates in the shady side of the law.
Tommy, Frankie, your secret is safe with me.
You're a good lad, Harold. Filter Frankie remembers his friends. Here's the adapter. Just don't tell Bridget where you really found it, huh?
Thanks, Frankie. Tommy, I won't. See you around.
Uy, ok. Y sí, efectivamente.
Rafi,
Yes?
I've got a little something that I think might persuade you to help.
Harold, I'm sorry, but didn't I tell you I wasn't interested at all?
You did, but that was before I got this.
Is
Yep. The famous live recording of Mega Twitch at Werribee Sewage by the one, the only Kutsu Hong Shiny Prize. The only record of it on the station.
How did you get this?
Let's just say with a little help from my friends.
I guess one of the original Fedora crew also had friends in high places to get this on board.
Come on, Rafi. You get the record, and Bridget is cool. I promise she won't shout at you.
Okay. Fine. Okay, my sweet. I'll be back for you soon.
Ok. Vamos por allá.
Hold it right there, Halibut.
Oh, ok.
Hey, Major. Frank isn't with you?
This is official business, and I haven't yet deputized him, so he's sitting this one out. Anyway, I need to issue you a fine.
What? But I've definitely not been on the wrong tube.
Not tube related. It's come to my attention that you were part of some rabble-rousing in the All-Water District recently.
Oh, that. But surely it wasn't actually breaking any rules.
Are rules all you care about? You should be a good role model to those innocent children, not filling their head with tales of adventure and rebelliousness. So I should really fine you for improper supervision of a group of minors.
But Major, it was their idea.
Don't try to pass the buck. But still, given the CEO chose not to press any charges, and given how busy I am, perhaps I can let you off with a warning.
That would be great. I promise to be a better influence on them in the future.
See that you do, Halibut. I don't want to hear another troublesome peep out of you, especially with all our new guests around.
Thank you, Major. Best behavior. You have my word.
Very good.
And tell Frank I say hi.
I will. Carry on, Halibut, before I change my mind.
Está, güey.
Bridget, good news.
Dos.
I spoke to Rafi, and they're happy to help. More or less.
Oh, great! I knew we could rely on that silver tongue of yours.
Well, it was touch and go for a while. But they should be working on it right now.
Good work, Harold.
Oh, and Moreau gave me this probe.
Ah, lovely. She mentioned she'd be working on it. As soon as we've got everything up and running here, we can let it down. Leave it with me.
Ok, supongo que eso fue lo de las buenas
Got the
noticias.
adapter for you, Bridget.
Ahí está.
Ah, Harold, you found it. You see what a can-do attitude can do? So, where was it in the end?
Oh, just kind of lying around.
Lying around, eh? Come on, tell me. My organizational pride depends on it.
En la oficina de recolección. Las transportadoras. No sé, güey. O sea, no supongo.
Somehow got into a drawer in a filing cabinet in the energy harvest.
I don't remember packing up around there. Are you sure? Oh, great, the computer is all booted up. Finally, I can get going. You're a star.
No worries.
Et voila! Now we're cooking with gas.
Great, so what's next?
We can let the probe down. Ah, Harold, just think what wonders await us down there. What new marvels of alien life and power.
Power?
Did I say power? I meant, you know, energy. Power, juice, gas, zoom zoom, pep. Get up and...
Okay, I see. Yeah, I hope we find something that can help with the troubles we're having.
We'll soon see. Or the probe will. I feel like we should give it a name. This could be a momentous occasion, so the probe should have a momentous name.
Harold Prober. Ok, supongo.
Harold Proberbut.
Okay, you... Really? No, it's fine. That sounds lovely.
Is there anything else I can do?
Nope. It's gonna take a while to gather enough data for a better picture. Tell you what, though. I imagine Cyrus wouldn't say no to a bit of company. Poor guy is really struggling, I think.
Okay, maybe I'll drop in on him. Bye, Bridget.
El personaje principal. ¿Estamos hablando?
Oh, Sai. What's up?
I'm trying everything I can think of, but for weeks, the answer has eluded me.
The answer to...
What's wrong with my simulation, and what's throwing off the calculations? It's like going around in circles, because my formulae somehow can't reconcile the timings of each step, and without the proper timing, sploosh.
You've got this, Sai. If it was easy, it'd me they got to figure it out, not you. Look, I know I'm not an expert, but sometimes you just need an extra set of eyes.
Maybe you're right. I'm out of options at this point.
You've got the Herald option. Now, where should we start?
Ok, me van a poner el copyright por la rola, güey. En donde estos, güey. Ay, no te apendejes. Íbamos bien. En donde estos güeyes van a reducir el... Míralo, ahí vas. Ay, no sé si es porque serán secuencias más rápidas. Digo, no debería. Van a reducir el presupuesto de sus producciones. Lo cual, pues obviamente no es una buena noticia. Porque, pues mira, de por sí, no creas que la mayoría de producciones de estos güeyes son acá, bueno, top de tops, güey. Ahora imagínate con menos presupuesto. Digo, a lo mejor no por menos presupuesto signifique que va a ser menor calidad. O sea, de parte sí, de cierta forma. Pero pues muchas veces lo que es de importancia, pues más que nada es el contenido, ¿no? Pero pues no, o sea, todavía que suben el precio. Bueno, que no es en todas las plataformas, pues se han visto con
Hello,
incrementos
Professor.
de
Any chance there's been some news?
precios en todos sus
Harold, come
paquetes.
here.
Did you find something down there?
Oh, yes. We found particles, non-normative, with fascinating variegation of valency and all sorts. Thing is, deeper you go, denser the particles get, and with enough density, something starts to warp the video feed and probe data recording.
Oh, their combined energy gets strong enough to mess with the sensors.
Precisely. We can only see past a certain point by measuring the velocity of the energy spikes, but it doesn't tell us much.
What does it tell us?
Get this. The particles lower down in their original individual form before they interact and bond are utterly unlike anything we've seen before. And when looked at as a group, they resemble the particle structure of pollen.
Oh, Cyrus will be pleased.
Yes, you're right, actually. Cyrus might be just the right man for the job.
He's always been good with flower stuff. Also, do you think he maybe needs a bit of a change of scenery?
Perhaps a change would be as good as a rest for him. A rest he can't have, I must add.
So, did we find anything else down there?
Harold, what's gotten into you? Not like you to be so interested in my scientific observations.
Well, this stuff seems real.
Well, since
Míralo.
you ask, it seems as though the atmosphere down there contains a number of elements that we've never encountered.
Alien elements.
Well, yes. From what I can tell, they wouldn't kill you, but there's no telling what other effects they'd have on human physiology or neurology.
Is it weird that I want to try some?
Yes, very odd. Anyway, we must all get together again near the crack to discuss next steps. Go on, boy. I'll see you shortly. Thanks for coming, everyone. We've much to discuss.
Yes, much. And plans must be made. We've got to do this by the book, measure everything. The calculations must be exact.
I mean, sure, but isn't time of the essence? We'll never get anything done unless we just start and see what happens.
If you let me just...
Oh, Cyrus. Always with the, if you let me just.
Well, maybe if you ever did let me...
I was just thinking, if these particles really are alien, then we won't be able to properly measure everything anyway, right? And
if these particles really are alien, like you say, Professor, then we're never going to be able to properly measure everything anyway.
yeah,
But if we don't make sure we've measured what we can...
Don't let can be the enemy of is.
What? That isn't how the saying goes. Anyway, look, let's start again. Evaluate our first principles. We think the particles will be the solution to our energy issue. The books were a dead end, sadly. Little more than some poetic interpretations.
Jean, did the probe data reveal anything new?
I'll send you the full data set. This is only a vague hypothesis, but I believe the particles might have some plant-like properties.
But the probe couldn't tell us much about what it's like down the cave itself, right?
Correct. There may be hazards we're unaware of, and we have only the most basic idea of the cave and the connecting tunnels formation. So,
Míralo.
what can we do next that will be a reliable investment of time?
Hello all. Sorry I'm late.
we were just recapping everything we know.
Everything? Won't that take a while?
Oh, no, just about the cave and stuff.
Oh. Phew.
Anywho, if we want a closer look, we're going to need to get down there somehow.
That will involve measurements, a platform, or a hoist. It's systems thinking. Sounds like a job for me.
You sure you're happy taking all that on?
Sure.
Oh, Bridget, we'll need a rope or cable that's durable enough to withstand whatever the particles might do to it, and cope with lots of weight either way.
Got it. How hard can it be?
Well, we're going to need a certain amount of flexibility in it.
No, I mean, Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Cyrus, you take over the probe data. With your botanical expertise, maybe you'll find some details I missed. It'll have big implications for the equipment for capturing and keeping the particles safe. That's what I'll work on.
Definitely.
Won't whoever goes down need keeping safe too?
Yes, that is a sticking point. Let's all bear in mind and come back to it when we have more data. Maybe the Flummerling will remember something useful in the meantime.
What if I go down?
What? Harry? I think we can all agree that isn't going to happen.
Yes, Harold, it's too dangerous.
Lots of other fun things to do instead, Howell.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Don't be crazy.
Okay, people. Then we're agreed. To your stations. We've got our work cut out for us.
Let me help with something.
Harold, why don't you help me? You're good with the Flummy limb. You can liaise with Wiu and find out if there's anything they can think of to help us.
Okay, sure. Let's go, Wiu. Wiu? Where did they go?
Oh, I see Wiu is by the crack.
Vea, qué feo sentimiento, bro, güey. O sea, el de...
What are you doing?
Oh, just watching them.
Tener ese sentimiento,
With an ooble boop.
It looks fun. Is Gripruku...
ese deseo de
Are they trying
querer
to do something?
sentirte
Well,
útil.
yes, but only for themselves. Oh, fun, you'd say.
Oh, they're playing.
Yes, they are. I noticed the fish in the ooble boops can go further down and still have fun. Oh, the fish is fine when it comes back up in an ooble boop.
Ooble? Down further? And then safe? Wiu, what do you know? What do you know about how they work? How are they made?
Not much, but I could probably get a few for you.
It's worth trying. If we take a couple to Moreau, she might be able to analyze the particle bonding properties and ascertain whether...
Or what if we just test them now?
What do you mean?
No fish has ever cared before, but we could just put one little fish in an ooble, leave one out, put them both down, and see how they're both doing when we pull them back up.
Wiu, how would you feel if I kissed you?
You don't have to answer that.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do a field test right now.
Well, okay. I'll rustle up some ooble boops and a couple of little fish.